You'd think a neighborhood with million-dollar lakefront homes would be a little more relaxed. But when HOA Karen is president, even a sunny pool party becomes a state emergency. Except this time, she messed up. She thought she was calling the cops on me, but she was actually calling the cops on the governor's family. Yeah. Let me walk you through how HOA Karen ruined her entire reputation by trying to shut down a party she was never invited to, and ended up getting schooled by people with more power, more manners, and a lot more friends in high places. It was a hot Saturday in July. I had just finished upgrading my lake house property, infinity pool, new patio speakers, floating dock. As a small business owner, this place was my escape. That weekend, I had very special guests over. My old college roommate, now married to the governor's daughter. They brought their kids, cousins, even the governor's wife, who just wanted a quiet place to celebrate her birthday without the media circus. We were chilling by the pool, grilling, paddleboarding, laughing, a wholesome private get-together. And that's when Karen's SUV crept by on the HOA path like a low-budget surveillance van. She didn't wave, just scowled. I thought nothing of it, until 15 minutes later, when two sheriff's deputies showed up at the gate. I met the officers at the front, professional, respectful. "Sorry to bother you, sir," one of them said. "We got a report of a loud, unpermitted party. Possible trespassers." "You're welcome to take a look," I said, trying not to laugh. "Just know that one of your guests is technically your boss." He looked confused, until the governor's wife herself stepped out with a mimosa in hand. "Is there a problem, officers?" she asked with a smile. The color drained from both deputies' faces. They recognized her instantly. "Ma'am, apologies. We weren't aware. We'll let dispatch know everything's fine." Meanwhile, behind them, Karen came storming up the drive. Karen was red-faced, holding her phone like a weapon. "I told you this was a violation. That pool isn't even in compliance with the HOA elevation guidelines." The governor's wife raised an eyebrow. "Excuse me. Who are you?" And Karen snapped, not recognizing her. Before I could speak, my friend stepped in. "That's the first lady of the state, and you just called the cops on her birthday party." Karen froze. I I thought this was unauthorized. We have rules." One of the deputies cut her off. "Ma'am, you submitted a false report. The gathering is lawful, the noise is within limits, and this is private property." Karen opened and closed her mouth like a fish, then turned and walked away without another word. By Monday morning, word had spread. Karen had called 911 on a sitting governor's family, interrupted a private celebration, tried to cite imaginary HOA noise codes. A formal complaint was filed against her by multiple board members for abuse of authority. She issued a letter of apology, not to me, but to the governor's office. But the damage was done. At the next HOA meeting, the vote was unanimous. Karen was removed as president. My lake house? It's now listed as an approved event zone, and the HOA has zero say over my gatherings. A few weeks later, the governor's wife sent me a gift basket with a note. "Next year, same time, but maybe tell Karen it's a family reunion." She gets it. I raised a glass by the pool that night and toasted to the sunset. Because when you try to micromanage people above your pay grade, you're not enforcing rules. You're writing your own resignation letter.